morning. Hello. Welcome back to Let Her Bake. I'm your host, Suzanne Baker. Got Hello Kitty coffee today. And I will be taking breaks to sip on it because that's like a pet peeve of mine when I let my coffee get cold. How you guys doing today? I have now posted 2 videos on YouTube. I don't have 1,000,000 subscribers yet, but it's okay. I know you guys are coming. Um, but I posted like a makeup tutorial yesterday. And the quality, like somehow with the transition or whatever, and it just makes me so angry. But can't let that get me down, right? And then I'm trying to fucking set up for today, and my goddamn tripod breaks. So that was nice. Yeah, that was nice. Anyway, I just like completely zoned out there. I'm so sorry, y'all. So today we are going to talk about self-care. Me and her don't have the greatest relationship. Growing up, my mom was very keen on hygiene and things like that. You know, take your showers. My dad was big on brush your teeth. He did not play about that when I was. Were you guys like that? When I was a child, I hated brushing my teeth for some reason, but now I'm like, brush those motherfuckers. Like mm-mm. I know that Jordan's uncle, somebody needs something done in his mouth, and he's like, I don't want to pay $1,000. I will pay 10,000 if something is wrong with my teeth. I will go into debt, truthfully, because your health is your wealth. Like, period, point blank, your health is your wealth, and a lot of it starts in the mouth. Like, don't play. I'm no professional, but come on now. So self care. What are we talking about today? It doesn't have to break you or the bank. I feel like a lot of what we see on social media is like the hoarding of 50 million Bath and Body Works body washes, perfume. I saw a fucking Instagram story yesterday, and this bitch has like a shelf, like tiered shelf full of perfume, full of it. And I'm just like, there's no way you use all that. And I think part of my issue with some of the stuff that like we see online, I'm a grown woman. But I obviously I haven't always been, and I grew up on the internet. And being a little girl once myself, like I know the ideas that like that puts in our head, like wanting to spend more money or wanting to get these things, and almost making you think that like if you buy more you're gonna feel better, and that's not the case at all. And I mean, I also want to say, like, these people are getting that shit for free. Some of it, yeah, they're buying, but like PR does not play. These people are getting shit for free. And so you're sitting here thinking like, oh, I wish I could buy all that, or I want to buy all that, or I'll feel better if I buy all that. And it's like these people are not buying half of the things that they have. Like, please remember that. Please don't put yourself in debt, or spend all your money on 50 million body washes you're never going to get through. You're never going to get through them, honey. You'll be using them when you're 65 and you just turned 14. Stop that shit. So something that I have dealt with a lot, with depression, is anhedonia, and I hope I'm saying that right. Honestly, I've mentioned it so many times in my video, and I'm glad that it has a name. But it's that significant loss in interest and pleasure in activities that were previously enjoyable to you. um and that mixed with depression, like, honestly, it feels like you're falling out of love with yourself, or if you've never felt like you've loved yourself, it just adds on to that. And so you get in those modes, and like who's even taking a shower at that point? You don't even want to get out of bed. You're not eating right. You're probably not even drinking water right. Like, how do you drink water right? You get what I'm saying. But all of those things combined, and that 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 isn't something you can just Bath and Body Works body wash your way out of. You know what I mean? That isn't something that you can just paint your nails out of when you can't even get up and feed yourself. Um, and something I think I said in my makeup video was the fact that some of us, and I hope all of us and most of us, will get to that point where we're just tired of feeling that depression. I'm sure you're tired of it now, but for a while when I was younger, I used to kind of say I felt comfort in it, or you've dealt with it so long, you're like, who am I if not depressed? Who am I if not laid up in bed all day on my phone? Who am I if I'm not smoking my bong all day every day? You know? And these things do not define you. You probably have gone 12, 14, 16. I know some of us started at a very young age, but you've gone years without it. You were born without it. It doesn't define you, and you don't need it. Um and something you do need, though, is self-love, self-care, hygiene. When you can be the one who's rubbing the lotion on yourself or cleaning your body and being present and being intentional with that, I feel like it does something to your brain. Again, I'm no professional. I haven't even researched half the shit I'm talking about. It's more just what I've seen that's worked for me. Um, and I find myself steering away now from the self improvement, self care, like, I don't want to say trend, but like topic online, because it doesn't feel like that anymore. It just feels like a big box of consumerism and capitalism tied into a little bow to make you think that this is going to make you happy and make you feel better, and it's not. So when it comes down to this, my whole big advice is just start small. Start small. Like I said, if you can't even get out of bed, start with that. Start with that. Get up, get out of bed, stretch. That's self-care. I don't care. I don't care what anybody else says. That's self-care. And you did it for yourself. You got up, you stretched your body, you feel good. That is self-care. Brush your teeth, open a window, take a shower, take a hoe bath if you need to. Put a little soap on there, get under there, get in a cooter rooter. Do what you gotta do, boo. Do what you gotta do, but start small. Wash your hair. Take care of your hair, brush it out, comb it out. That's something, especially, I know my hair's straight right now, but having natural hair, that was something that was really hard on me too. I cut my hair off, honey. I cut it off. Chop, chop. I'll insert a photo. Um, because I just wasn't taking care of it. And I thought it was cute, honey. I thought it was so cute. And I miss it, but I don't know if I'm going to go back. Um, but you just may not be ready to do or buy everything you see, trending on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. And I'm not saying anything's wrong, with what these girls are saying or what these people are saying. I just think that for someone who, I keep saying the same thing over and over again, please forgive me, but for someone who can't even rip the covers off, in time to go to work, we don't need to be worried about shelves of body wash and perfume, okay? Um, And so for me, like, sorry, I was like reading my notes. Some other things that like have helped me is kind of circling back to the anhedonia, is finding what used to make you happy and starting there again. So I know that this is a trend or whatever, but the alcohol markers and the coloring, like, I remember when me and my mom and my sister, my mom used to get us coloring books, and she'd get the crayons and all the things out, and we'd sit together and we'd color, and that was actually a big thing in my life. spending that time, with the girls. My mom used to do tea parties, stuff like that. That really made me feel good, when I was younger, and it was nice. And it was nice to color and be creative. And I think that's where I'm going with it. If you like to do art, draw. If you like to sing, sing your heart out. Sing your heart out. If you like music, let yourself dance, let yourself be free. If you like to write, write it down, journal, just write what you're feeling. Sometimes I feel like we just get in those states and we don't even know why. And some of this is just a chemical imbalance in the brain, hun. Like, and that's something, therapy and medication can help. Again, I'm never going to steer you away from that path. I just know it's not readily available to all of us. And so I'm trying to be as realistic as possible for you. Um, but yeah, for me, that's coloring. I'm trying to get back into the makeup. The other day, me and Jordan were sitting in the room. I had taken off of work because my period was like killing me. And I saw that Rim Beauty had dropped the Wicked for Good line. And I mean, I'm obsessulated. Obsessulated. What is that word? Obsessulated with Ariana Grande. Like, I don't know. She's just like a huge inspiration to me to see someone so beautiful go through the things that she did and, beautiful inside and out. Um, and still find herself and ground herself and find the things that make her feel better. People kept saying like, "Oh, I wish she'd go back to being healthy," and just being reminded you don't know anything that's going on in these people's lives. And some of that shit she was going through was like, "Hey, stop." Sorry, my cat's like right by my fucking tripod. Willow, please, please hold. Can you not say hi? Come here. Come. Anyway, she she was going through it. She was going through it. I know I saw a video of her like crying and in an interview, and she always was apologizing for that. And it's like, girl, don't apologize. Thank you for showing up and being you, being emotionally raw, all of those things. But I'm getting off topic. I just love that queen so much. Um, but it's like $65, dude. $65 for the alphabet set, and it's like in this economy. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I don't need that to feel better about myself, right? But I want it. I want it. I love that woman. I love the things that she does. I love her on a parasocial way, I guess. Please don't come for me. I love what I see of her. The makeup line, just REM Beauty in itself, is amazing. The glossy balm, honey, that is my everything. So, trying to remind myself that okay. It's okay to do the things that I want, or, spend money on the things that I want. And I did have like some discount codes, and like my Capital One shopping app, applied a little something. So, altogether I only spent $3 less than what the actual package price was. But sometimes it's kind of hard to want to do things for myself. And especially when it comes to money, I was telling Jordan last night, I almost feel undeserving. But do you guys feel that way? Why? Why on earth are you undeserving to treat yourself in the most beautiful way that you can? To love yourself, to give to yourself. I earned that goddamn money, honey. I earned it. Okay? And I earn the right to spend my money. My bills are paid. I pay my bills, okay? On time. And if you feel undeserving or unworthy, I'm here to tell you, you deserve the world. You deserve all the love. You deserve all the kindness. You deserve all the happiness. Remember, with joy comes pain, but you you deserve self-care. And it doesn't have to be a $60 rim beauty product. It can be a tube of toothpaste. It can be a razor. Um, it's okay if you want to shave your legs. Like, it's okay to buy a cat toy so you can play with your kitties more. It's okay to purchase a little cheap microphone and tripod and pour your heart out to your phone if that's what you need to do to get out of bed and get out of that funk. Do it, sister. Do it. I almost said honey again. I feel like I've been saying that hell is this video. But I've again, I feel like I was all over the place. How do you have notes and it's still all over the place? Let's start there. But I, all in all, you don't have to do the most kings and queens. You don't. Again, just to recap, take the covers off. Meditate and meditate in a way that helps you play some music, dance around, sing a song, open the windows, go outside, put your feet in the grass. The basement yard was talking about that yesterday. They were cracking me up. Oh, I'm trying to remember what they said. They were trying to coin it. They're so silly, but listen to a podcast. Um, and remember that comparison is the biggest thief of your joy. And I can't stress it enough. Get off that damn phone. Finish watching this, like and subscribe, and then get off that damn phone. I deleted TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, all of it. I stopped smoking, I stopped vaping, like honestly just ridding myself of the quick and easy dopamine, and I feel 10 times better. I probably need to do some research on it. But let's talk about that. Like, the fact that just putting my phone down has helped so much to me is just crazy. Like, I'm sure there's studies out there about social media and its impacts, especially on young women, but just young people in general. So get off that phone, but educate yourself. Read a book, you know, and take some peace. Last few things I'm gonna say is I was watching something and somebody was talking about the phone and they're like, if you have pets, like think about your pet. Like you're just on that damn phone. You're not even paying attention to them. Like imagine how they feel. And then that really changed my entire perspective. Sitting up here on hours on TikTok, back turned to my baby. I was going to share a very dark thing, but I think I'm not going to do that right now. That's not what this is about. So, um, take care of yourself, please. Please, please, please. You deserve the world. If you need anything, I'm here. Comment down below some of your easy, small, favorite self care things. It doesn't have to be anything huge. Even face masks be hard for me, y'all. Washing my face is tough. Okay? So, share with me. Share how you're feeling. I feel terrible. I have to go to work. I'm sorry. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I was just all over the place, quite literally. But I really, really do hope you come back. I love you so much. Mwah. Okay, bye.